Okay, people, it's day 17. Working my way to Hot Springs. Shuttle driver missed the turnoff today and had to drive another, I don't know, hour, half hour. So I'm a little bit late starting, but that's okay. Whew, I'm well rested and I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I'll talk to you in a while. Have fun today. Jen, I love you. Have fun today. Came up on an awesome creek here. You can't really see it, but you can hear it. An awesome campsite, but somebody just left all of their stuff. There's a sleeping bag, there's a tent. They must have had a rough night. Oh well, have fun today. Okay, looks like I'm still on the trail. I got about, I don't know, a half mile to this weird space feature thing. I don't know what the heck it is, but I'll show it to you in a minute. Remember when Jen and I walked by, I was like, what the heck is this thing? You'll see it in a minute. I think you can hear it. Maybe not. It makes kind of a weird noise. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, I'm up in the middle of nothing. And this is a communication facility. I don't know what the heck it's doing up here. It's kind of odd. It's in the middle of nothing. Okay, talk to you later. Gotta keep going. Okay, this is probably one of the better views I've had since I've been out here. In the background, you can see, well, maybe you can't, I don't know. But it's just all the Appalachians back there. I mean, I can see them, but I don't think you can actually see the depth of them. That's probably the best view I've had the whole time out here. Too bad you can't see it. Have fun today. Okay, so when I was in Gatlinburg, I had to send some stuff home because I had things in my pack that I wasn't even using. I mean, it was cold and wet, and I never used my tights. I never used my water socks. My Darn Toughs were better than the water socks. And I had some really heavy-duty winter gloves, so I had to get to the post office and send them back. Send them back home. But the post office is not in town. It's outside of town, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles. And I didn't want to walk that far, so I was trying to get a ride. So I was getting on the Uber app. And before they would let me reserve a ride, it said I needed to get a mask. And I'd left my mask back in the hotel room, and I always had one for the plane anyway, but so I left it in the hotel room, and I didn't want to walk back to get it. So I was kind of running around into stores to see if anybody had one. And nobody had one. Nobody's even wearing them in Gatlinburg. And so I saw the convention center, so I walk up to the convention center. Well, what do they have going on there? They have a cheerleading contest. So, it's the Tennessee State High School cheerleading competition or whatever. So there's all these people running around, and there's these booths that are handing out like t-shirts and socks and stuff. So I walked over to one and I said, yeah, I'm trying to get an Uber, but they're requiring me to have a mask before I go in. So do you have a mask here that you can, well, she says, well, I could sell you one. And I thought, oh, brother. Okay, how much is a mask? Well, I have this one right here. It's $5. So I had to have it to get on in the Uber, and so I said, okay, here's $5. Give me the mask. And it was this goofy-looking mask with Tennessee cheerleading on it, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Jen's going to love me in this mask. Anyway, so I go outside and I get back on the Uber app and plug in all the stuff, and it says, yeah, I'm going to wear a mask. Don't worry about me. I got a mask now. Well, then when I go to actually put in the destination, there's no Uber in that town. What a dope. I wish they would say that right away. I wish they would, on their website, tell you that they don't have an Uber in that town. So I went to Lyft. Lyft didn't have a driver either. So, I don't know. I do have a red mask, though. That's pretty cool. So I ended up finding they have a trolley that goes all the way out there, but I had to wait for like an hour and a half. But at least I got out there, and then I put the mask in the bag so Jen can see it, and she'll think that's funny. I do love you, Jen. Okay, so I'll talk to you later. Have fun today. Here's a little creek, and somebody put a leaf right here so that the water runs out. That's like perfect. It's a little spout, but then here's two little yellow flowers. There is just not much color on this trail. Look at that. Bright as could be. Talk to you later.
How you doing?
Hey, doing okay. How about you?
Good. Avoiding the crowd tonight?
Yeah. I have a feeling there's going to be a ton. Well, I went down, there's already a bunch in there, so.
Are there any campsites down there?
Well, there are, but what I noticed was people on tent sites like this, so.
Oh, really?
I saw this when I walked by, and I thought I'll just come up here. But there might be. I didn't go down into where the shelter is.
Yeah. Well,
This is flat.
yeah.
I want this one.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If I get up there and there's not much up there, would you mind if I came
Oh
back?
no. Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. As a hiker, I'm always trying to carry the lightest things I can, because the more things you add to your pack, the heavier your pack is. And the lighter your pack is, the easier it is to walk, especially when you're hiking a lot of miles. So this is my iPhone charger cable. It's a foot long. It's the smallest one they have. And it's awesome because it weighs, I don't even know, maybe half an ounce. I don't even know. It's really light. But out here on the Appalachian Trail, it's really wet out here. And so the other day I plugged in my phone, the charger into my phone, and it said it was wet and I couldn't use it. So when I got to the hotel, I tried to dry it out. Jen told me to use the hair dryer, and I dried it out, and it kind of works sometimes, but it doesn't always work. So I can't be without a phone out here. It's not good. I have to be able to know when the next water source is, when the next high point is, when the next camping spot is. I need those things. So I had to get a charger cable in Gatlinburg. Again, this is the one I use. Now, I went into a store. The only one they had was Walgreen, and so this is what they had. I mean, look at this thing. It is like 4 feet long, and it's thick as could be. I mean, I could almost use this to hang my food bag with away from the bears. It's so huge. And I said to the lady, I said, "Is that the smallest one you have?" And she said, "It's the only one we have." So I had to get it because I needed to make sure my phone gets charged. So I just got a kick out of that. I mean, I went from this to this nightmare. Ah, boy. Have fun today. Okay, it's kind of a cool way to do this. Okay, it's almost, I don't know, 8 o'clock or something. I'm pretty tired. I only got to go 10 miles today because the shuttle driver kind of got lost. That's okay. It was pretty warm today. And it was a long uphill, like 5 miles uphill at about 10% grade. It just kept going, and it was pretty sunny. So right now it's, probably 45 degrees, 50 degrees. It's pretty nice. It's not supposed to get under 40 degrees tonight, so that's pretty cool. It's definitely warmer. There's no snow and slush around here, so that's a good thing, because I'm way lower than I was in the Smokies. So tomorrow we get to go over Max Patch, probably mile 4, and it's 26 miles to Hot Springs. So I'll probably do 15 or 17 tomorrow. Depends on how I feel. And I'll be in Hot Springs on Saturday. So I'll talk to you later. Hey, you guys have a good night. Jen, I love you. You're my angel. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.